AMA, that is, thanks Asba. Let me tell you how we're going to go ahead with today's AMA, that is Ask Me Anything for LedBy Accelerator program. You see that the team is here. We are going to quickly introduce ourselves and then tell you what are some of the program offerings, what you can expect from LedBy Accelerator. But we are going to keep that short and we will open it up for any question and answers that you might have for the team. All right. So let me start by introducing myself. Hi, everyone. I am Anushka Maheshwari. I am the Senior Program Associate at LedBy Foundation. Currently, I am working very closely with the Accelerator program, and very good to see you or just to have you all here. Fatima, why don't you go ahead?
Sure. Thanks, Anushka. Hi, everyone. My name is Fatima. I work with LedBy as a program manager. I'm very excited to get this session started and answer any and all questions that y'all have. Aspa, over to you.
Hello, everyone. I am Aspa Rahman. I am the Senior Associate for Social Media and Engagement at LedBy Foundation. And you might have seen me on the social media while doing live on a weekly basis. So yeah, it's been 1.5 years with LedBy now, and I take care of the social media, marketing, and the communications here. So over to you, Dipanjali.
Hi, everyone. Apologies that I'm not on video. I'm actually on the road coming back from a meeting. But my name is Dipanjali. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at LedBy and very excited to do this session and tell you more about the work that we're doing at LedBy. Back over to you, Anushka.
Thanks. So that was us, LedBy. We are a small team of 4, but we are an efficient and proactive bunch. So if you have anything that you want to know, now might be a good time to ask all your questions or your queries. What I'm going to do is, I'm sure that all of you are familiar with LedBy and what the organization stands for. But today I'm going to take some time to explain what LedBy Accelerator program is. For that, I'm going to quickly share my screen and take you through a few things that would be the timelines, the eligibility criteria, and some of our program offerings. And if you have any questions, just hold it off till I'm going to open the Q&A round for all of you. But because I only see Yusra here, I am not sure that if I am audible or if I'm clear to all of you. Why don't you give me a thumbs up or an emoji or just any way of communication to let me know that you are here and with us. Thank you, Shofia. Thanks, Asba. Yes, Yusra. What about others? And I see that more people are also joining us. So till they settle in, just give me any emoji or anything in the chat box would be helpful. Great. Thank you, everyone. Now let me take you right. My screen. I am not. Is my screen visible to all of you?
No, not yet, Anushka. It says your screen is starting to share, but it's not yet shared.
Just a second then.
No issues, Anushka. I can share. So yeah,
sure. All right, thanks for that. Okay, everyone. LedBy Accelerator is a professional development program specially designed for Indian Muslim women, just like yourselves. Currently, the program is running for 6 months, as you can see, and we run in 2 batches with a total of 150 participants. And the entire learning mode is online, and we use Zoom as a primary learning tool. So one of the reasons of doing AMA on Zoom is to make sure that you are familiar with this technical side of Zoom. And I'm guessing you are, so you will be very set to engage with our workshops. One of the primary and most important things is LedBy offers free of cost programs. That is, we do not charge you any money, but one of the main things that we ask you is for your time and your commitment. That is the only currency that we really deal in. It is focused for professional development through various workshops and mentorships, but I will take you through that. One of the few things that you will have to make sure to be eligible for being a LedBy Accelerator participant is for you to be an 18 years or older, identifying as an Indian Muslim woman. And for the entire duration of the program, that is 6 months, you must be residing in India. That is so that you can access all of our workshops, which are held in an IST time zone. These are some of the eligibility criteria. You could be a college-going student. You could be a working professional, preferably an early or a mid-stage career professional, or even somebody who's looking to restart their career after a break or a gap. If you are looking to accelerate your career or your professional journeys, Accelerator might be a good program for you. As you know that the Accelerator program has been live for almost 2 weeks now. It's the applications were live on 5th of May. Until the end of this month, that is 30th of May, we are keeping our round 1 applications open. The application form is the application round 1 is a Google form. You will be asked, it's a 30 to 45 minute long form, and it will require a few commitments for you. We can talk about more what does round 1 hold. But by 30th of May, we expect your round 1 form submissions to be considered further. For round 2, it is a qualifier. Once you qualify from round 1, it is going to be a workshop round, and I will tell you more about it. You will only be invited if you are eligible from round 1 itself. We plan to kickstart the Accelerator program in early July. And if you are a lucky and participant of us, you will receive more details. To know what our program holds, right, when I say it is for professional development, it is through a mix of workshops and mentorship sessions. And Fatima will be able to tell you more about the same. Over to you, Fatima.
Sure. Thanks, Anushka. So now to get into the details of what the program offerings are, right? So you've heard about the application dates, you've heard about how long the program is going to be, the mode we're going to use. But in that mode, what is it that we're going to deliver to the participants? So as an Accelerator participant, there are 2 big things that you receive, right? One is the workshops. And the way the workshops are divided over the 6 months is that it's divided into 3 phases. The first phase is to really help you find the right job, right? The second is how do you apply and get that job? And the third phase is in the early phases of that job, in the start of your job, how do you excel and thrive in that job, right? And continue growing in your role, in whatever role that is that you've chosen for yourself. So that's how the Accelerator program has been divided. To give you a few more details, again, you'll find this on the website, but in the first phase, you will be taken through sessions like networking, how to create a great resume, how to write your CV, or how do you write cold emails to recruiters, and things like that, right? In the second phase, it will be more about interview preparation. How do you find yourself a good mentor? How do you start creating mentorship qualities to be able to mentor other people? And then as you move into the third phase, you will go through workshops such as feedback. How do you give and receive feedback in a workplace? How do you problem solve creatively in a workplace? And again, using structures, how do you do that, right? Skills that are very, very important to thrive in a workplace, but are not really ever taught anywhere. This is the space where we teach those skills. So that's our workshops. Now, coming to our mentorship, which is our second pillar for the Accelerator program, it's your chance to really find a mentor from the LedBy community. We have close to 150 advisors who are very happy to have conversations, to help out in various ways. And your task is to book office hours with them and make use of the network that we have provided through LedBy. So yes, that's the two pieces of our program offerings. I'm going to hand it back to Anushka. And of course, later, if you have any questions, we're happy to answer.
Thank you so much, Fatima. As we can actually stop sharing screen now. One of the things that I've often been asked, and I'm going to just mention it before I open the Q&A, is our sessions are held on the weekends to so that if you're a working professional or college going student, you can attend our workshops. It depends on what batch you are in. It will either be on a Saturday evening or a Sunday morning, and that allocations are done based on your preferences during the application round. I think that was all from us for now. In terms of what the timelines and the program offerings are. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the floor for you all. If you have any questions, you can simply raise your hand and we would be happy to help you with it. And just to tell you, no question is stupid or irrelevant. If you have it, just let us know. Yes, Sophia. I'm not sure, you're on mute if you're saying something. Sophia?
Hello,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, so just I wanted to ask. So last time I filled the form for accelerator, but there was an option regarding qualification, and all the options were regarding like undergraduate. And I haven't enrolled myself in undergraduate course until now. So I wanted to ask, like, am I still eligible?
So, Sophia, as far as I remember, until the last application round, there was a choice for an intermediate option, which means that you have completed your high school or your metrics.
Okay.
So intermediate is the option if you are out of your high school.
Okay.
And looking
Okay.
up for college options. So if you,
Okay.
it will be the same in the application form. If not, then provide you further guidance with the application form itself.
Sorry, I
And
didn't hear the last part.
I'm saying if you still find any trouble filling out the application form, I'm gonna share the email ID where you could write to us and we'll guide you with the application form.
Okay. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yes, Yusra.
Hi. My question is that all the workshops and everything, all on all the stages will be purely online, or there will be sessions offline as well?
So, good question, Yusra. All of our program offerings in terms of workshops and mentorships are held online in a virtual space. So your formal learning is going to be on Zoom or probably on a different online tool, depending on which mentor and how you're trying to connect with them. But as for any offline presence, it is an opt-in community engagement with ASBA leads. So if you are interested in meeting our LedBy community, ASBA keeps on sharing a lot of these information with our community.
Yes, I did miss the last meeting which you had in New Delhi. So
Yeah,
yes, would love
probably
to
the
part.
next time we'll be able to catch up.
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah. Good ideas, but I'm gonna get to the do's and the don'ts after Sarah goes. Sarah?
Hi Anushka. So I recently graduated from I did BUMS. I'm currently an intern. So my question is it still relevant for me? I'm from a healthcare setup. So is this program relevant to me or not? I mean,
This is a good question, and it's like to make an informed choice is very important. Fatima, do you want to take this question?
Sure. So, Sarah, we are completely sector agnostic, right? So what that means is anybody from absolutely any sector can join us. The skills that we provide are soft skills that can be used and that you can make use of wherever you go, no matter what you do. So I hope that's answered your question, but if you want to, if you have a follow-up question, I'm happy to answer.
No, thank you, Fatima.
Okay. Also, we have had, just to be more specific to that, Sarah, we have had a lot of participants from the public health and medical background, which have found the accelerator program very helpful. All right. Yes, Asba.
Yeah, in fact, to Sarah's question, like we had the last live, which I did on Tuesday, and I invited one of our participants who is a doctor, and she was like, it's way more important for those who are actually not related to the, who actually belong to the STEM field. Like soft skills are not like they are not trained in soft skills. For example, resume building, LinkedIn building, they don't know, they have not given classes on the basis of how to communicate, how to engage with your peers. So it's her quote that the people who are actually in the STEM field, they should be a part of this program way more as compared to any other field. So yeah, you should definitely apply for it.
Thank you, everyone. I got my questions clear. Thank you.
Anybody else? All right. So I think by now, all of you had a chance to look at our round 1 application form. If not, then it might be advisable to just go and have a look. Yes, before I go, I will let Dee speak.
Anushka, there's a really good question in the chat box. Do you want to answer that from Humaira?
Oh, yes. Okay. Humaira has a good question and she's asking, she's a single mother who's trying to restart her career. Yes, we have had many participants who share a similar situation. And we provide the mentorship and the guidance on how to, find the right opportunities for yourself and how to upskill while learning, through being job ready, how to engage in different industries. And if you are eligible by identifying yourself as an 18 years or older Indian Muslim woman who is looking for professional acceleration, then you are eligible. Yes. But if somebody wants to add more to this, Mera, does that help? Great. I would be looking out for your application. All right. So I was saying that by now, all of you must have seen the application. We are trying to capture basic details, trying to understand where you're coming from, your education, who you are as a person. But as a qualifying criteria, we have an essay question and a video question. We would advise you to think it through. Don't try to use fancy words or go beyond the word limit that is advisable. We are just trying to capture your details as why do you think the accelerator program might be a good fit for you. But make sure to share your basic expectations, share the essay question answers thoroughly, think it through and then fill it out. You still have 2 more weeks to go. Asba, do you want to add something to this?
Okay, yeah. So regarding the application process, so only one thing I would like to echo upon is be honest, whoever you are, and be vulnerable as well. So it doesn't have to be, hey, this is something I would really love to keep it myself and I don't want to show it to other. Absolutely not. So when we say we are providing professional development, yeah, it's true. But at the same time, our USP is our community, our tribe. So that is something which we celebrate. So we celebrate our achievements, we celebrate our failures as well. And yeah, that's how we empower. So reflect who you are within your application. So we just don't want to hear the good terms. So you can be vulnerable, you can be yourself. So yeah, over to you, Anushka.
All right. Yes, Fatima.
Yes, and something else that I would like to add, right? When you're filling it out, it's also like, while it's an art, like where Anushka and Azba share that, you need to be your most authentic self when you're filling out the application. It's also a technical skill. So the first thing is to really read the questions. Each question you will see has certain criteria to it. Everything that you follow, you get marked on. So make sure that you're actually following each and every criteria that you see in each question. That will really go a long way in being marked and like having your application taken forward, right? So if it says that have something in portrait mode, make sure it's in that mode. If it says the lighting needs to be good, make sure that's happening. If it's saying write X number of words, make sure that you're somewhat near that limit, right? You're not, if it's a 250 word limit, if it's a 100-word answer that you've given us, it shows that you've not put in enough effort into writing your answer. Or if you've suddenly gone ahead and given us 500 words, again, it means that you've not read the question carefully. So those things get noticed, and that's not only for LedBy. This is just in general, when you're filling out any application, it's important to know. So that's just, yeah, some other information that I wanted to throw out there for you to think of. Back
Thanks
to
for
you,
sharing that, Fatima. That's actually very valuable. And to just add to that point, along with the video and the essay question, there is a resume that we do ask of you. And with this, we are not judging your experience or how many jobs or how much experience you have had so far. We are not looking for a perfect candidate who has all figured it out. We are looking for somebody who is willing to learn and take the most of the accelerator program. So in your experience, we would just like to know that you have tried through your school or your college experiences or in your life, by being part of any initiatives or back at home or at any place, right? So just that willingness is something that we are trying to capture through these questions. So make sure, as Azba said, be honest, be vulnerable, but also be mindful of the word limit. All right. We have one question in the chat box. Just give me 1 second. Aisha is asking that she is a psychology graduate and is a little confused about filling the form. She's not sure which sector would suit. I want to do PhD, build a network, and I'm thinking, Aisha, to answer your question, I see that you have lots of options right now, and you're trying to see if Accelerator might be a good fit for you. I am assuming that this is your question. At LedBy, we are trying to build a tribe of women, right? And within the mentorship framework itself, when we say that we have a pool of 150 advisors who are industry experts to guide you and train you, right? We also have women like you who comes from various backgrounds and fields. You will also be engaging in peer-to-peer mentoring, where you can share your experience and learn from each other. It's a great way to network and learn and help each other. And this is something that I also see in your question, that you want to build a network. And as we keep on saying that we are trying to build a tribe, is where you're going to find women with a lot of experiences coming together to help and support each other. Fatima, I'm not sure if you raised your hand to this question on the previous one, but
I did.
Yeah.
So Anushka, I think she's specifically asking about our LedBy circle question. So, where we say that, do you want to, so she's wondering whether she should put her name in academia or development, and if we can help her choose. I think that's her question.
All right, I think I've misread. If that is the case, I will tell you what is the purpose of a LedBy circle. although it gives you the opportunity to interact with a lot of women across fields and domains, Led by Circle is going to be a close-knit circle for you where you can engage with the people from your specific background. Now, that could be psychology, that could be academia, right? So you will have to prioritize in this case, because you will be given an option of choosing one Led by Circle, which is going to be your circle throughout the course of the program. And one of the best part about is, during every workshop, you will have designated 15 to 20 minutes before the workshop to interact with the members of your circle particularly. So prioritize if you want to do that in the development sector or academia. Does that help? Aisha? I'm not sure if you're saying something. All right. Great. More questions? I know that it was, we are at time. We are 2 minutes beyond. So if there are no questions, I would like to officially wrap up this session. But what you can do is, if you have any doubts, or if you know somebody who has any queries related to the program itself, you can reach out to us at akshat@ledby.org, or you could message us on one of our social media handles. Asba is very quick and prompt, and she, along with the team, would be very, very happy to help you moving forward. And one thing before you go ahead, this is a great opportunity and we have heard great things. If you had the chance, read the testimonials over our social media from our alumni and make the most of this opportunity. And I wish you all the best for your applications. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.